Now let's see.
Why are you calling me? Who's calling me?
Let's see. Okay, now we live. Now y'all are tagged. Now I got y'all. Got
Liddy?
y'all. Yeah, we
Greasy?
litty. We litty.
Greasy.
Yo, this is a fucking beautiful day, right?
Amazing.
First off, happy Thursday, everybody.
Real.
Second off, we are practicing social distancing, right? Look at guys, we're leading by example, okay? But welcome to Emano Talk. It's your
Hey.
boy, your host, Emano.
Thank you for having me, man.
Wow, someone's already asking what you fixing to talk about. Well,
Thank you for
just give it a second. You'll see in a little
Nah.
bit. All right, but you'll see. But welcome to Emano Talk. I got two special guests with me. I got Space the Prince first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
And I got Swank, OG Swank 54 OG, the man of already 5 names, and I've only known him for like 15, 20 minutes. But
It's my alter egos.
I'm fucking with it already, man. He came with the Douce. We got them flanny cupped up with some water. I got my wine poured up. We're out here on this beautiful day because, you know, COVID-19 and all that shit. 'Tis the season. But yo, it's fucking beautiful.
If you're gonna socialize, this is how you gotta do it. You feel
Yeah.
me? 5 to 6 feet away, you feel me? Conversate.
Yeah, I know Swank a little close to him, but you know what, like,
Converse.
I say I don't know why this nigga space so close to me though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, but you know, the original idea was gonna be social distancing, one person at the end of the table, but Swank slid through. I ain't gonna tell him no because I found out he's actually on quite a few tracks with Prince, so we gonna hear that in a little bit. Y'all gonna hear that sooner rather than later. But how's y'all week been so far, man? All this madness, how y'all holding up?
Man, everything has been cool, you feel me? We just been collaborating. We've been trying to quarantine and stay amongst, you feel me, the fam, but we know that there's work that has to be done. So, you know, we link up when it's possible and when it's needed to, you know, finish the work that we have coming forth, you feel me?
I feel that, man.
Yeah. And staying with the fam, you know, staying close. I call my grandparents to check up on them. If you haven't done it, call your grandparents, call your aunts, call your uncles.
You know, people don't know how crucial that is. My grandma don't even got a cell phone that really works right now, so it's like, yo,
Right.
that's really fucking difficult. Like wondering,
Right.
like, yo, what's going on over there? I got friends with their parents, you know, in like senior citizen like nursing
Right.
areas, and like they can't even like go see their parents. Yo, it's a crazy time, man. That's why we gotta stay safe, man. There's people out
Right.
there who are truly suffering over this, not because they're sick, but now they can't even be around their loved ones. They're afraid, you know. I know people driving by, like, you know, their kids and shit because they don't even want to get their kids sick because, you know, that parent might still be going to work, man.
Right.
It's important for everybody to be practicing this social distancing shit.
Right.
Playing it smart.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, first and foremost, I guess let's start off with this since everything is like so health conscious. You see a lot of artists nowadays are very health conscious. I mean, look at Styles P. He runs like a
Right.
juicery. He has pharmacy
Right.
for life, all
I
that
did see
stuff.
that.
How do you feel like, you know, for yourself, you put yourself first health wise?
Mhm. Oh, shit.
Fuck that. I'm a star.
Go ahead.
Because when it comes to health, like I be on point. Like, so I stay every day, bro. I drink tea, bro. You feel me? Like tons of natural ginger tea or like antibiotics or some shit, like anything
Right.
like that. Like if not, nigga, get your ass off the couch, go work out. You feel me? Like a nigga, shit. Nigga should be healthy. You feel me? Like
Right.
if you know you eating bullshit, you feel me? Flush that shit out your system. You feel me? For
Right.
niggas with mental issues, clean your brain.
Right.
You feel me? Like simple as that. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, that's I can agree with him on that too. You feel me? My only difference opposed to that is just I drink water. I make sure I start my day off with a cup of water, or at least a bottle of water or something like that. You feel me? And I just mostly just staying active. And I was gonna actually mention that as well. A good thing to do is stay in touch with. And stop looking for like medicines, you know. Look more into like
You feel me?
home
Natural
remedies, right?
You feel me? Or
You
home
feel me? Because they're
remedies.
here, you know what I'm saying, and
feel
that's
me?
something that the media is not promoting as well.
we
with
all
this
know
whole-
there's some Jamaican grandma or
Right,
abuela out
right,
there
right.
somewhere.
She cooking up that spice right now
Right.
for the crib.
She really got the either the
Hispanic,
remedy
that
or the
Vicks.
cure. More than likely the
All
cure.
you smell in her crib is some Jamaican bleaches, some Jamaican remedies right
I know
now.
my grandmother. I know my grandmother gleased up on the Vicks. She loaded up on the Vicks right now,
Niggas
without a
chest is
doubt.
hot.
Yo,
Without a
it's
doubt.
crazy times, man. But y'all put your health first, man. Health
Right.
health is greater than wealth every single day. Like a lot of people
Exactly.
really trying to ignore the facts out here, man. And although, yeah, you know, when you look at the numbers and if you're young, you're like, oh, it doesn't mean shit to me. You know, it don't matter. There's somebody out there that, you know,
Right.
they're really feeling the effects of this
Mhm.
because one of their loved ones
Yeah.
is now at a further distance because you won't keep your distance. So
Mhm.
Right.
y'all play it safe out there, man. We're not worried about you, but we wishing y'all the best.
Right.
Feel me?
And we're
We
not
can-
trying to be hypocrites as well with turning up while we're speaking about these health tips as well. You know what I'm saying?
But,
Yeah.
but we're doing it in a nice distant manner, you know.
Well, let me tell you, right? So the first time I ever drank cognac, right? My grandpa, I hadn't really drinking like hard liquor yet. Like I had just pretty much turned 21.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm with him at his table. He had this little table inside of the kitchen. Like I don't know if
Right,
y'all
right.
ever seen that. Like with like the real grandparents, they always had a table inside of the
Right.
kitchen. Right there, the dining room table. You had the table inside of the kitchen.
The
It's
little
usually like a
pop-up.
small little like
Yeah.
round wooden table.
Pop up. It's like a little pop up.
Yeah, it's like a little pop up
My
table of
girlfriend
sorts.
lived with us. Yeah, my girlfriend lived with us. So
Yeah.
nah.
Oh, but I'm
I
sure
ain't
when they
gonna
had
say
like their own place though, I bet you
that.
they
Yeah,
had
she got a
that.
little rocking chair and everything.
Okay,
so,
okay.
yeah,
She had the
stuff.
chair. Maybe it's a little
Yeah.
different, right? But
Mhm.
for my grandpa, like he had the table.
Table set up.
So I'm
Right.
sitting with him at the table, and he takes out like the Magnum bottle of Hennessy. He used to buy that $90 bottle at like Winn-Dixie. I used to take him to
Oh,
go
yeah,
buy
yeah,
it.
yeah,
$90.
the
You
Magnum.
talking that big
Yeah.
one?
The
That
big
long
ass
one?
bottle,
exactly what you're talking
yeah.
about, right.
Yo, he whips that motherfucker out. And he like smashes it on the table. He's
Right.
just like, Hennessy is medicine, right? So let me tell you this: you drinking medicine right now because
Yeah.
it's cognac.
Yeah.
Douce is
Yeah.
just as nice as
Yeah.
Henny. I got
Yeah.
some wine, which is good for the
Yeah,
blood.
yeah,
Y'all got
true
water
that,
in
true
your
that.
cups
You
right
feel
now.
me? You feel me?
So we
Come on.
being health conscious,
Come on.
right? All while
Most
social distancing. So
definitely.
y'all play it smart. But shout out everybody tuning on in. You know, hopefully y'all have been doing your thing. Hopefully if you're out of work, you know you're putting your focus towards something that needs it right now, right?
Right.
This isn't the time to remain stagnant. There's maybe
Yeah.
something else you could focus on.
Most
Maybe this is the
definitely,
time
most
you could come up with that business plan. Go
Mhm.
write that
Right.
song. Do your damn thing, you know,
Mhm.
but all do it while you're within the confines of your home. Like play it safe and go outside only if you need necessities.
Plan, strategizing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Execute.
I was just not say that, man. If you can't do nothing, come up with strategies,
Right.
man. That's
Plan,
the least
Yep.
you can do, you
strategize.
know?
This is the
You feel me?
time to plan. Come up with
Come
that
up with
blueprint. This is
strategies, you know?
God's doing this for a reason, man.
Most
Y'all
definitely, most
play it
definitely.
smart, man. Honestly, like these things don't happen for no reason. It's time for us to play it smarter. I feel like this is good for the world. Even the earth is getting better. People saying the ozone's
I
recovering.
ain't gonna lie. I feel, the
You don't
weather
see
been
the
nice
weather?
lately.
You don't see the
right,
weather?
There's been no
The weather
rain.
been beautiful
Yo.
lately. I'm not gonna.
There's
cap.
been like no
It's been
rain.
beautiful.
It's been
The
beautiful. Like
smell
right
of the
now,
air
honestly.
been good.
Yeah,
Smell
right
of
now
the
it's been
air.
feeling like it's like what 75 out right now.
been
Like
feeling
it
like it's
feels
kinda
nice.
And look,
Like-
and there's one thing this interview gonna get views to talk about. I ain't been seeing no chemtrails.
No chemtrails. Shit.
No chemtrails.
Yo, I had a guy on the
If
show
y'all
once
been
that was
seeing
full of
chemtrails, let us
conspiracy
know,
theories.
please.
That shit's wild.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have him
Mhm.
back on the show one day. Creep, if you're ever watching, man, I'm gonna have you back on the show, bro. Shit's gonna be wild.
Shouts out to Creed.
Yeah.
I don't really look at it as conspiracy theories. I look at
Yeah,
it
it's
as,
just
as
what
the
it is. I'm
obvious.
just- hey, better
It's in
safe
your
than
face.
never.
It's things
Yeah.
to question. It's like,
Yeah.
what is that? And
Why
you
is
know,
you throwing smoke from an airplane into the sky?
a lot of people like
You
to
know?
talk about like, oh, I can't trust F the government. They lying to me about this. They lying to me about that. Like, oh, they're lying to me about education. They lying to me about, you feel me, the laws and all this other shit.
Financial and all that.
So
you
what
know?
makes you think about the shit that you see that's in front of your face that they not lying to you about? You know what I'm saying? What makes you think that they telling half a lie? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, I don't
Yo,
know.
at the end of the day, everybody lies at times too, man. So it's just one of those things that it's like, yo, of course it's everywhere. There's just people at bigger scales of it.
Understand.
It's just wild.
Understand.
But let's take it to the music, right? Because
Sure.
that's what we're here for. The music.
Sure.
The one thing that still remains true to the world right now is music, right?
Music will live on.
Music will live on. It's
With or
universal,
without your
right? This
ass,
is the time I feel like that it's dope for people to be creating. I'm seeing people like hosting like virtual concerts. I see people doing things like they're calling it like quarantine covers, where they're like with their
Right.
guitar on
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah,
Live, like
right,
telling people like,
right,
let me know
right,
what song I'm
right.
gonna play.
One of my favorite producers that we like, Lord Fubu. I don't know if you've seen this. All I see him doing on Twitter is creating. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't making
Manny
right,
Fresh,
right,
Manny
right.
Fresh with
He's
these
drawing,
DJ
he's
battles.
making
Right.
clothing.
Right, we had Manny
Oh,
Fresh
yeah,
and
true
Scott
that,
Storch
true that,
yesterday. Like
true
that's
that,
some dope
true
shit.
that,
We're seeing some
true that.
real like legendary shit
True
go
that,
down. I feel
right.
like in its own right, like this is where we get to see social media truly flourish.
Right.
And it's really fucking dope to see like creatives like coming together and
Come on.
making shit happen.
Come on.
So if y'all got any like dope shit you're trying to do live, this is the time for you to take advantage. Everybody's home. There's no excuse for anybody not to tune at this point, right?
Right.
Put your best foot forward.
Right.
But let's get to y'all, man. How did y'all get into music? Where did that start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I just had not to be blunt with it or brief with it, my thing was just a natural calling. You know what I'm saying? I have also a sports talent as well. You feel me? On my upbringing that, you know, I could have paid more attention to as well, but music was more so of my calling. I have a grandfather that he was a doo-wop singer. So, you know, I feel like it was in my bloodline when I view up on it on myself.
People don't know about that doo-wop. That's
People
that
don't know
mafia
about it.
music, low key. Doo-wops from those mafia
all
days.
Right.
Genre, all
Right.
Right. When you go back to movies like A Bronx Tale,
Right.
yo, you,
Think
you
about,
hear shit
damn,
like
they was
doo-wop,
doing drive-bys to do it.
right? Four motherfuckers
Telling you.
swinging by, snapping their fingers.
Shooting
Next
Tommy
thing you know,
guns,
they're
listen to some doo-wop
It's the
music.
cadence. It's the cadence. And you feel me? But my thing was just always a natural calling with me. I always had a natural drawing and attachment to music and just how I would just take music. And when I listened to my favorite rappers growing up and just how I received music and just the effects it had on me, I was like always wanted to emulate that, like towards the world and speak a message as well. So that's how I started music. You feel me? I was always recording myself. Like I always moved around a lot growing up, so you feel me? Like, I had a laptop, no microphone. It was like softwares online at this time. I think I had Audacity and Mixcraft. And I used to just go in the closet, write my raps, you feel me, and just do
Making that bitch from
remixes.
scratch.
Do remixes, right. Go in the closet, lock myself in a little bathroom towel closet, and just record myself and just do it like that. But I had like a little fan base, you feel me? I would drop it on Twitter, people would receive it back, because all I was doing was remixing like Lil Wayne and Tyga and Gutta Gutta and all the people that I was listening to, like at that time, Jadakiss. And
Those were the mixtape days.
right, they was doing remixes, so I was just like, you feel me, kind of on that wave, doing remixes, being lyrical punchlines, and you feel me, doing it like that, you feel me. But I was always doing it from early. Like, this is nothing new to me where I was like, yo, I like rapping. I see this guy rapping and I want to rap. Like, I don't take it like that. No, this is something that I take.
And that's
serious.
back like 2008, 2009, 2010 kind of
Right,
like
right.
situation.
I can vouch for dog. Always had no headphones in. You feel me? Like,
Right.
dog always had them headphones in.
Yeah, and you could hear like the mixtape influence in your music, cause like at times like you could hear like there's hits, but then like you could hear vocally like you kind of take a mixtape route, like this
Right.
this familiar route from the past, but like with a new twist on it to
Right.
an extent. And we're gonna get to that shortly. But for Swank, when did you feel like it got to you for music? Like what was it that hit for
I
you?
say for me, well, like I ain't never really, like I said, nigga from the projects. You feel me? So like, it was really like whatever it was, you know, like whatever it was, like the easiest way to get out, you know, like you feel me? So like, but with music, like I always freestyle. You feel me? Walking to school with my older brother, and the nigga was nasty. You feel me? Nigga was just nasty. You feel me? Like I never really did much of it, but like part of like 2000 and like I said like 8 or 10 or 12, I want to say. I probably said like 2012, bro. I actually sat down and like rap to an ASAP Rocky beat. You feel me? I want to tell you, like I rap to a little ASAP Rocky beat, little
Right.
instrumental. You feel me, on YouTube,
Right.
and that shit was nice. I recorded on my phone. You feel me? I came down here. You feel me? Never really had resources to a studio. You feel me? So when I met bro, you feel me? He was going to the studio. You feel me? So when I actually had resources to the studio, oh shit got nasty. You know? You feel me? Like I would say, niggas can hear it for themselves. You feel me? Like niggas just talented, bro. You feel me? Like
Right.
so like I said, if that bag come from music, hey, it come from music. If not, it come from other shit I'm doing, it come from me, you feel me? But I want that back from music, but I ain't pressing it though.
Yeah. That's, and my bad to cut you off, but
Nah, you
that's
good.
that's how I always connect with artists and like my bros in a sense. You feel me? Because most of my bros are artists. Like when they were rocking with me, they ended up turning into artists or like just taking it more serious. Not really turning into artists,
Yeah,
but they
you
saw
feel me?
they saw it was more than just the homies connecting and we just freestyling.
Cause like, I'm
amongst
just
them.
used to writing in my room, boom,
Right.
boom, boom, boom,
Right.
space. Oh damn, so this nigga actually know how to go to the studio? You feel me? Like, so I'm like, okay, oh yeah, nah, okay, yeah.
Right.
So
right.
I get in the habit of forming that, like I said. So now
Right.
niggas just in the habit of trying to, just like how we formed the habit of going to the studio, we trying to form a habit of shooting videos. You feel me?
Right,
We trying
right,
to get
right.
used to that now. You feel me? And so on and so on. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Right. But
yeah.
I just always I looked at it and connected with people who I just saw that took it serious and they didn't take it as like a weekend thing or like a month type of wave like vibe.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna just be a rapper for this
Yeah.
this week because I see he freestyled in front of these crowded people in school and he got attention from it and now I want to rap too. Nah.
You feel me?
The people I connect with, I seen that okay, they taking it serious and I could help them become who they envision themselves to be. You feel me? So that's where we at now. That's how I connected with him when I came down here. I met him in high school. You feel me? And I know mostly a lot of I know a lot
Hey,
of people
everybody know
locally
me,
in this
man. I went to
area.
West Bar selling that
You feel me?
yay.
I
That
know a
coke.
lot of people in this area.
That's how I met everybody. You feel me? I was that trapper. You feel me? Selling that coke. That ass though. Niggas can vouch. You feel me? Niggas know me, bro.
Yeah.
I was selling that coke, bro. Came down here, took over, bro. You feel me? Like been shot, all that. Like you feel me? I live this. You feel me? Like,
Sheesh.
but I don't glorify that
that's
shit.
real.
He know that. I don't
Yeah.
glorify that shit.
That's
You
how I
feel me?
met, bro. You feel
You
me?
feel me?
That's
None of
real.
that. You feel me? But like I said, with the music shit, for me, from my past, you feel me? Hell yeah, I want to get the fuck out. You feel me? Hit shows, of course. You feel me?
Right.
Stay away from the negativity shit. You feel me? Get money off this music shit. Like I said, me, preferably, bro, if I'm hitting shows, bro, I'd be a back end child, bro. I'm hitting shows for 30 racks, bro, 40 bands. I keep doing that. I keep doing that.
Yeah,
I
that
had
show-
that schedule.
that
I
show
had that
money's
schedule set up.
crazy.
You feel me?
Right.
Like so.
Right.
That's like I said. I don't really press it. Like I said, because there's really many ways to get money in this music shit. Like I said, but now I'm at the point where, like I say, I'm really trying to. Okay, we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go
Right.
hard now. You feel me? Like, okay, how we do this? Shoot a video shit. Because we done dropped so much music. Like niggas just really need to see our face.
Right.
Like say, I'm not an internet nigga. Like I say, none of that because I really be out here, bro. So
Same.
people need to see my face, bro. You feel me?
And-
So that's one reason why I feel like I'm really not boom, boom, boom. But bro, no, soon
Yeah.
as we get behind that camera, bro, I promise, bro, my words, bro, you gonna see me, bro. Niggas nasty, bro. Niggas Niggas
Yeah.
nasty.
Okay.
Niggas
I
is
mean, he
nasty.
heard you on Hotbox. You feel
You feel
me?
me? The
Right.
hot box ain't nothing, though.
Right,
You
right.
feel me?
That's some
That's
old-
not
that's
me.
old.
Look, that's not me. The hot box is not me. That's his style. I don't rap
My
like
bad.
that.
My bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm versatile. You feel me? But
Right.
I got no problem dishing in and out. Just like bro, you versatile too. You feel me? Like I say, my styles. Like I say, I don't know. It's everybody's style.
Yeah. And coming up recording, I also I had management when I was like 17, and I rocked with this producer Dream Bills. You know, shout out to Dream Bills. He's from around this side of town as well. And once we got management, I learned the game a little bit, and I learned different avenues that artists can take, you know what I'm saying, rather than just being a main act, you know what I'm saying? I seen the game for songwriting, and that's where I got my credentials as well, where I've done songwriting for the TV show Empire when I was 17. And Dream Bills did production as well with this producer, Maximilian.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you have music featured on Empire?
Yeah, I did writing.
You did writing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
for the music on
right,
it.
right.
Okay.
Right.
That's
I worked
dope.
with the main producer, one of the main music producers for the show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, to do that in Chicago. And yeah, so ever since then, you know, I just always took it. Music has always just been something I always take it serious.
What my dog saying, bro, my dog basically had a feet inside that motherfucking
Yeah,
industry. You feel me? And
It's more than a hobby. I've always
say,
looked
you
at
feel
it
me?
as a career. I understand the business behind it. You know, I'm just building it more independently now and just, you know, taking that route.
cause it ain't the way to be working with everybody.
Yeah, you gotta
ain't
play
the
it
way-
smart.
you feel me?
Independence like the way to go
You
now
feel
because
me? I
with
want my
social
own
media
money,
and
I want my
obviously
own
we
money.
see that right now because obviously with everybody being home, we see how many people are
Yeah, making their
you
own
know,
money.
they're
It's so
making
easy.
crazy money off
Right,
social
right,
media
right.
Come on,
still.
bro.
Yeah.
Make money
Right.
off streams. off
Social media is
anything, like,
huge, and now with social media, it's making it easier for the independent artists to create that revenue for themselves.
it's
For
the internet. The internet making it easy.
yeah,
you know,
because
like,
there's
right.
now you can reach people everywhere,
Hey, feel
and
me?
even
All
in like
type
the
of
slums of
apps, you
Brazil
know?
and everything,
Right,
like
right.
people that you would have never thought in like the 90s,
Mhm.
Right.
you know, would have
Mhm.
access to the world,
Right,
like
yeah.
now has access
Right.
to the world. So all these
Mhm.
people are able to see everything
Right.
going on.
Yeah.
So right now, taking over social
Mhm.
media is like the big thing, especially with the COVID situation.
Come on,
Right.
you feel me? Use
And,
your
and
resources.
there's platforms as well that artists don't know that you could set up your music to where you could drop at these locations and these markets, where you could have your music only placed in South Africa. You could have your music only placed in Europe. You can have your music only placed in Russia and those music markets.
Mhm.
And it's not that expensive as well in all those markets to pay for promotion as it is to opposed to American, you know, markets and the promotion fees that they have out here for the radio based and television promotions, ad based.
Now people could pay like that
packages.
$30 fee to get on like these big Spotify playlists and
Right.
everything, and
Yeah.
it helps their music really spread.
Mhm.
Right.
I know a few people that use that route, and they're doing
Right,
big
right,
things
right, right.
now.
I haven't tried none of that yet. But
Yo,
like I said, I
that's
know,
a-
I
that's
know
a
what
big
I do.
thing now.
Like I
Right,
said,
that's something
we
I
gonna-
was telling him. I was
yeah,
telling him
you
about
feel
that.
me? Like,
People don't know about it, but that small investment, that $30, maybe, you know, like once
Right.
a month that you put aside after working your job, it gets you, you know, those few hundred listeners
Right.
maybe every 3 months.
yeah.
Right.
And those few hundred turn to a few thousand,
Yeah.
few thousand turn to, you know, a million at
keep
some
on
point.
going,
Right.
you know. Like I said, as long as that talent, bro, people can't deny good talent. Like I said,
Right.
Yeah.
like no matter what nobody said, I know everybody have been on YouTube and have seen the same picture of this song and have not clicked on it.
Right.
Just judging it
Right.
and clicked on it and vibing to it.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah,
I said,
Big
like,
Sean was like
come
the
on.
originator there, like one of the first people to really like blow up off of that
True.
kind of shit.
That's crazy.
Like he would put the name of another song onto the YouTube video, and it would be like his music.
Right. Was that
That sound like some Soulja Boy shit.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
gonna
that's
say- I'm
Yeah,
gonna say-
so I
that
feel like
sounds like
Soulja
some
Boy.
Soulja Boy
So I
shit
mean,
too.
Soulja Boy's like the godfather of social media, honestly.
Hey, I'm a real nigga. I get Soulja Boy that. Like I say, I
Right.
don't think Soulja on none of that street shit though. But
Yeah, he was like the first like
finessed the
mass
internet. I
marketer.
give him that. He's
Right.
an internet god. That
Right.
boy.
He's
what he
the
wanted to
godfather.
do,
He, like he
Right.
started this shit. Like
Right.
if he didn't drop all that shit on ringtones, like he wasn't lying. Like everybody
right,
had that
right.
shit as their ringtone. Everybody was doing his dance. Like
Exactly.
everybody was listening to
Practicing,
Soulja Boy,
nigga.
and he was like the
Practicing his
first
own.
person to blow up off of like strictly on the internet. Like that
Facts.
shit was wild.
Facts.
So shout out Soulja Boy for that. You gotta
Yeah.
give that man his flowers.
True that.
Right.
I get that boy his little badges of flowers.
Yeah, but I think this is a good starting point, man. And honestly, I'm just about to start off with that hot box shit because we
Yeah.
just finished smoking. So,
I ain't finished. I just had to put it down real quick. I just got
oh well, this
high.
is the time to spark back up
Oh,
then.
Finish my
So let's
shit.
get it. So this is Hot Box Space the Prince featuring OG Swank,
Yes, sir.
Swank 54 OG, Swank himself.
Shit, you know, usually I got this shit, but you know, I just touched down, so we gon' plug this, man. Link me up. If we can't do that, I'ma call the boys. I'ma see what you smoking, bro. You got that gas? Yeah, you got that gas. Fuck that. Touchdown in your your city, call the plug, I got a cop. I got a cop, 5 dope in a hot box. Riding around in your city, call the plug, I got a cop. I got a cop, 5 dope in a hot box. That hot box, 5 tree in a hot box. That hot box, 5 boop in that hot box. That hot box, 5 dope in a hot box. That hot box, 5 gas in a hot box. Roll it and light it, just burning a spliff. When we fit down, we need something to lift us up. Give a fuck, bro, about a nigga gon' hate. Hope you feeling my drift. Tired of that bullshit, so tired of that fake shit. Get my weed and get my lick. Sippin', smoking, get faded. Smooth shit to that cruise ship. Yeah, bitch, I do shit. I elevate my spirit just by floating and cruising. Got your main thing choosing. My team winning, what the fuck y'all boys doing? Y'all be losing, bubbling, oozing. My crew the smoothest, coolest, always be grooving, cruising, all on the move. And if that's the way to do it, that's the way that I'm choosing. Fuck you be doing? Just sitting on your fucking ass while I'm gripping this cash. Living life fast, just living the time, can't worry about the past. Into this vibe, you done slipped into this high. Slipped into my mind, slipped into my mind while I smoke some. Hey, one time while I smoke some. Slipped into this vibe, slipped into this high, slipped into my mind, take a trip into my high while I smoke some. One time while I smoke some. Hey, hey, hot box. I'm tryna turn you girl to a thot. I'm tryna get brain on the spot. I'm tryna break the back on the spot. Mindset on cash, baby, guap, guap. Raindrop, drop top. Girl, I ain't a player, I just fuck a lot. Put you up on game, I could give you
All
knowledge.
these bitches on me, you know what I mean. I tell that bitch call the plug, bitch she tryna smoke it. All these bitches on me, you know what I mean. I tell that bitch call the plug, nigga just tryna smoke it. Other end I sippin' lean, sippin' codeine. I'm sippin' lean, what's on lean? 54, that be the 10. 54, that be the 10. You know what I mean? I got a bitch and I hit it. And I just sippin' a drink. I got a bitch who be coppin'. She ask me where I'm from comping. I get on that coochie, finesse on that booty. Yeah, the bitch, I want it. And you want the drugs, and you want it lean. You want it dick, yeah, you want it. And I want it pussy, and I want your friends. Yeah, I'm a dog, yeah, we want it. I do not fuck with you, bitch. So y'all bitches be switching. Say you in love, you go to the club, letting that nigga hit it. And I cannot fuck with you, bitch. Cause all of y'all bitches be switch. Yeah, y'all bitches be some monsters. Yeah, y'all bitches like some witch.
Touchdown in your city, call the plug, I got a cop. I got a cop, 5 dope in a hot box. Riding around in your city, call the plug, I got a cop. I got a cop, 5 dope in a hot box. That hot box, 5 tree in a hot box. That hot box, 5 boop in that hot box. That hot box, 5 dope in a hot box.
On me.
So that was Hotbox Space the Prince featuring OG Swank. I feel like Swank had a whole bunch of revelations listening to that song. If people were watching, they were probably wondering, like, why is he like just like
Bro,
going?
that camera rolling, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
not a fan of my voice. I'm a fan of my voice. It's just like that
Yeah, but you
song
went from
was
like
old.
saying like, oh, these are my best ad libs to I hate my
Yeah,
voice
see, now,
to
the
damn, this
ad-libs
shit was
nice,
some
the ad-libs
fire.
on point, but the voice, I feel like I dragged it. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
little
a
too
later
monotone.
that's a later
Yeah.
track. That's earlier.
When was that track made?
About 2 years ago.
Like
bro.
2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago?
I said about
Two to probably 3 years.
Maybe 3.
Let's just say
Okay.
2.5. Then.
Okay.
2.5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of shit was going on
Yeah.
like at that
We
time.
made a lot of shit though. We made a lot of shit.
a lot of shit was going on and a lot of shit.
Yeah, but that's like a dope ass start to hear. You know, like at least both of y'all on the track.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know that song, I like it because it's just very simple. It's like to the point. It's
True
like,
that.
you know, we're
Okay.
gonna smoke, and you know
Everybody vibe.
it shows the collaborative efforts. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, Swank was even saying, he was like, well, apparently when y'all were recording, like people
Yeah.
were like, what is this? Like, hold on, like this
Niggas was
isn't what we're
mad.
expecting,
Yeah.
because he says he's on like that streets vibe. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a little different. But what did it feel like for you to like step out of your comfort zone? Because I feel like that was around the time like where you were really like probably trying to find your sound.
To be honest, yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, it was probably to be real, probably
That
my
was
second
like-
time in the studio. To
Yeah,
keep 1K.
first couple
You feel
times
me?
in the
Like,
studio type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
I
Like-
came in the studio with like straight street niggas, them
Mhm.
them sessions. I was just like,
so
yo,
like, so we was on some street shit. Like I said, everybody lyrical bars.
because this
you know,
was a
like,
time where I finally got to like make my own type of music. I got to book my own sessions. I had enough cake You feel me? So I was
so
like,
niggas had money. You feel me?
yeah,
So,
like
you
we
feel
all
me?
had, we all made some bread together type
And I'm
shit.
finally finding out how to record. How much it is? 35 out. Bitch,
Yeah,
let's go.
so
Let's go.
we was
You
just
know, like,
Yeah.
going.
You know, I'm just eager. You know,
Right,
first time I'm
they
just really
heard
eager,
my
you
shit
know?
fucking with this the engineer I was fucking with at the time, Fabe. Shout out that boy Fabe, you feel me? And he was yeah, he came through and you feel me, he booked us all in. He was giving us low prices and shit for that a grand mix. And yeah, we was just, and that's why I was inquiring like the main, that's my sauce, that's my sauce in the music. Like I inquired the mainstream sound with the street shit. I'm talking about street shit with the mainstream sound in a sense. You feel me? But I clean it up a little bit and I polish it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. That's how
I mean, for me, like I said, that shit was, like I said.
But for them, that shit was hilarious.
Like I said, like, it ain't hard. Like I said, it ain't hard. Like I said, it's just the move.
It was
like
the first song I started the session with and all. Like,
Come on, you feel
Because
me?
it's like a club track,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you feel me?
Like it's like you're at a lounge or something like that, like a
Come on.
nightclub.
And
You
everybody
know?
really hype. Everybody pumped. Like,
everybody like, yo, we had these beats we was listening to the backyard for like a week. And like,
and now we hear hot box.
yeah, we hear this. They hear that soft shit.
As soon as we hear that,
I was listening to that beat way longer than them. Like, when I was,
Siani, she was moving his
he
legs.
was hot. He was hot. Yeah, shout out C-Boy too. You
Shout
feel
out
me?
little bro C-Boy. You
Shout
feel
out
me?
that boy
54,
C-Boy.
you
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
the other little bro. He's on a lot of other tracks as well on my compilations. And they was just upset. I didn't give a fuck at the time. I was mad. I was just faded as well. I was disappointed a little bit. I was like, nigga, what? Fuck it. And then I just, you feel me, just did that. Like, I didn't write shit. The name of the beat was called Hotbox. I was like, all right, these niggas mad. Let me just hurry up and do this shit, because these niggas getting on my nerves. Let me just hurry up and do this shit. I came back out after I did it. Them boys was like, yeah, yo, this shit hard. He was like, I gotta let me get on that shit. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Let me hear what you got. So it was an open part right where I stopped at, and he was like, I could get in right there.
That
I was
little
like,
drop.
yeah. All right, let me hear what you got.
Like I said, because niggas was basically just gonna sit there. Like I said, like, so I was like, fuck it, let's hop on that shit. Like, so I could just start spitting bars. I'm ready to get to the next track. You feel me? Like,
Right.
hot on it, sauced it. You feel me? Rap.
Yeah, hook came back.
You feel me?
Track was done.
With the ad-libs on there. You feel me? So you know I wasn't playing. I said I fuck with the ad-libs. You feel me?
That's really what it was. I wanted to see it because I know that's not his vibe. So I was like, let me see, like, I want to see it. Like, go ahead, let me hear what you got. You feel me? And he came with that. I was like, all right. I was like, yeah. He was like, what y'all do? What you think? He was like, what you think? I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's that Lee Notion.
I was shocked.
That's the alter ego. That's the Lee Notion ego. Everything's slower with him.
But his sound over from that track alone developed because at first they were very uncomfortable recording with like you know, high reverb, high auto tune in a sense.
Yeah, niggas just
you know
want
what
to straight
I'm saying?
rap, man.
Yeah,
Niggas just
so
want to rap, bro. Like
I had to like,
nothing.
you know,
Right.
I didn't have to, but I just helped them, you know, polish their recording up, you know what I'm saying, with just the rapping and just tagging along. You know what I'm saying?
When it came to the saucing, you feel me? The rapping, nah. The saucing.
yeah. Oh yeah. If that's
When it
how I
came-
came off,
when
yeah,
it
no,
came,
that's
you feel me?
not. That's
No,
not
no,
what
it's
I
all
meant.
good.
Yeah,
No, it's all
that's
good. It's
not
all
how I
good. You
meant.
feel
Yeah,
me?
no,
But
my
like,
bad.
we all man, you feel me? But when it comes to the sauce, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
nah,
really
bro.
care for it. But if I'm on your track, bro, what it sound like? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I don't want nobody to half-ass nothing on my track. You feel me?
Right.
Period. You feel me? So
Right.
bars, I'm going in. You feel me? I gotta make sure these niggas keeping up. You feel me? But we on some sauce shit. Damn. Okay. What we doing? You feel me?
Right.
All right, let's get it. You feel me? I gotta
Right.
get myself just in that mood. You feel me?
Right.
Most of the time, niggas be aggressive, bro. You feel me? Like niggas is aggressive being. For sure. I'm just aggressive being, bro. Like, you feel me? So
It's in your
but,
blood.
you feel me? So like I said, I be in touch with my south side and shit. You feel me? I most definitely be, but like I said, just moving, recording. I'm not sure aggressive, bro. You feel me? I'm just naturally aggressive.
I feel you on that. My first email when I was like 11 years old, it had the word aggression in it. So I definitely feel you on that. That's also because I was
I think
watching
that's
a lot of
something-
wrestling.
And that's something I probably didn't let go as a teen. You feel me? Like I said, cause shit, no nigga be so aggressive. You feel me? But I don't be aggressive towards others and shit. You
Right.
feel me? But that's just me though. You feel me?
Yeah. That's dope though, man. How y'all could come together like two different like styles, cause honestly, like you got the hook game on lock. Like the way you be
Right.
making tracks, like how he said the sauce. Like I think that's a good way to put it because
Yeah.
like there's one thing to like rap bars onto a track, right?
Yeah.
There's another thing when you can actually formulate a whole song,
gotta
like
fill
where
it
it pieces
in.
together. Because it's
Yeah.
like I'd rather there be like a connection in a track where I can
Yeah.
actually listen to the whole track rather than
Yeah.
just be like, all right, all I need is that first verse, the hook, and then I'm good because there's no flow to the track.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you hear a track like Hotbox, you can hear the flow like through the track. So that's why I like is the fluency that's created.
Right.
Feel me?
Um,
Appreciate it.
So that's where I wanted to go on to the next one because there was another one off of that tape, off of 54 season 1.
24.
Here we are.
Season 1.
And honestly,
See, this new one.
when I saw the name
See, that
of
was
this,
this new one, but this new one, boy.
No, I'm gonna get to some of the newer stuff, but I know y'all were
Man,
talking
I hope
about
you
you
ain't
got
got
some
new
real
stuff.
work. No, I know. I'm talking about what's available, but I'm saying I know y'all were saying
yeah,
before this
excited.
you got
I'm
some
chilling.
unreleased.
He's excited. I'm relaxed, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
you
ain't gonna lie,
good.
nah, that shit's just fire though. I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Like, I'm gonna really put myself behind the camera, like, niggas' times is up, bro. Like, no cocky shit. Like, niggas' times is up, bro. I promise, bro. Niggas' times is up, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually start trying to be an artist and not such a street guy. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, period. You feel me? So,
That's all I promote, man.
you feel me?
Hell yeah. But when I saw the name of this one, I didn't know what I was going to think of it, but Neverland, honestly. I actually fuck with this because
Yeah, this the crazy one. When I first hit the auto tune sauce with the Wiz Khalifa vibes. It's like a Wiz vibe.
that's honestly why I liked it, man. I love Wiz, like old school Wiz, like, and this
Yeah.
reminded me of that, but I like the beat the most, honestly, but the track, it flows. But this is Neverland by Space the Prince, so we're going to run that real quick.
Appreciate that, man. Love.
Just that phone. Oh,
This is what I was first trying, but let's get it. I fuck with it.
We take off to new lands. We take off and expand. We fly and hoping we don't crash. And we never land. Arms out reach and hope you never land. Heart starts beating, hope you never land. Gotta get this money, baby, count them bands. Break bread with your dogs, break bread with your fam. We take off to new lands. We take off and expand. We fly, yeah, hoping we don't crash. And we never listen. Music for the spaces, not the simple-minded lame nigga. That's a basic. Know the side people bad, bitch. Don't even chase her. Cause once she see this paper, she gon' hit my phone talking about me to fuck her face up. This is serious, oh so serious. Shout out to the mix chicks, cause I know you hearing this. Or just playing it. Shout out to your cookie or your home, whatever you gave to me. It really just gave me peace. And you can see from a distance, I keep it triller. Ain't worried about no bitch, nigga. I gon' get it. And if it ain't about the money, I don't hear it. Killing beats and outfits, shit y'all the witness. See young space, I spit flame. And them other niggas lame, they just try to do the same. Get on my level with a bad bitch on my bando. And I keep that fire in me like a Kindle. We take off to new lands. We take off and expand. We fly and hoping we don't crash. And we never land. Arms out reach and hope you never land. Heart starts beating, hope you never land. Gotta get this money, baby, count them bands. Break bread with your dog, break bread with your fam. 54.
Oh,
Gotta whisper 50.
say it louder, nigga. 50.
But yeah, I like that vibe because honestly, it's like how you said, it's like that old school Wiz vibe, and it's just like that. That's like when you hear the hook, it literally is like as if you are following along with
Right.
the words, like taking you to new heights. It's like as if like you're just like flying over some
Right.
mountains, like you're just vibing. Like it's a
Right.
vibe. Like that's what I fuck with is that
Appreciate
your
that,
music creates a vibe for me. It's like it's not that like for me, I'm like, oh, like, you know, that bar, specific bar, like yeah, there's catchy hooks and I enjoy it, but like for me, it's like where like the vibe takes you, right? It's like
Right.
one of those songs you just like, or like just your, if you put a playlist of your music together, it's like a feeling that you just like go with
Right, right.
to an extent. Like you just let the whole playlist
Right.
ride, and it's like that's the whole vibe you
Right.
get the entire time. Like some shit, like maybe like, you know, like when you're like cooking and it's like, you know, I this isn't a show I need to like put my full focus into, but I can still enjoy it while I like multitask kind of thing, and like it just, I don't know, it's one of those vibes, like, you
Man,
know, like
that's love,
it's
man.
like how I treat The Office. Like when I watch The Office, I've seen it so many times that I'm just like, yo, I can still vibe to it.
That
It's
was
still
same here,
enjoyable,
Same
right?
here.
And it's like
Same here.
I could do things because I know what's gonna happen next, but I'm still enjoying it at the
Right.
same pace I did when I
Right.
first watched it,
Right.
right? So your music is when I first listened to it. If I listen to it later, like I could still enjoy it with the same kind of feeling.
Love, man. Appreciate that.
Nah,
man.
you already know, man.
That's
But
love.
honestly, I had a question for Swank because,
What up,
right,
bro?
I didn't know Swank was gonna pull up, so I want to do him a favor. I want to ask you if there was a song of yours that I could play right now, right? What track would you want me to choose, and like where could I find it? Like, can you send me a link right now, and we could drop one of your tracks.
It's on it's on SoundCloud. You got
You know what I'm saying?
SoundCloud. If you're on SoundCloud now, it's on SoundCloud.
Okay, what's
Oh,
it
yeah,
under
oh,
on
yeah, oh, yeah,
SoundCloud?
yeah.
I think some of them are reposted on my page.
All right, let's check. Let's check.
Let me see. Let me look as well. To see
I thought my shit Swank 54 G2.
that. No, I don't think that's what the name is on that.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, that's love. That's the whole vibe I go for when
I just
when
found one. I see State
I
to State.
record.
Is that one?
Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah.
I don't like, no. If anything, play the.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
That's more. That's one of my. That's not my usual vibes. I mean, yeah, we can play that one.
Okay, so state to state.
Yeah, it's one of state.
All right, so we're gonna run
I
that
kinda
state
went-
to state by Swank, OG Swank, Swank
Don't really got too
54
much
OG.
on there, like.
But let's run it. This is
Yeah,
state
nah,
to
I know
state.
what I'm saying. But this is like one that's just fully me. So
Oh, yeah, this exactly. That's the point.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Haven's got this.
She wanna fuck on a swing, but I'm steady stay. She said she off on a Tuesday. I wanna slide out the chase, so be away. Cash out, nigga, away. Only gon' step at the wing, start, then put some drop. Now my car tryna Kool-Aid. Sippin' on lean a lot, and I chop a lot. Lot of niggas, they before they backwood cloud, don't call the plumber. Got hoes pulling up like Ramona's. White boy slang, I want a boner. Never stress, hit that bitch when I want her. Go running school, I got my diploma. Got my bachelor for chopping off phones. Off earth when I'm pouring the foes up. This is stick up, you can shot with a pose up. I used to accolade, no, and I lean. Got dozen in my pocket, no ones in my jeans. And accent and chill in my pocket. Pop a little piece and I chew them key. Not from the D, but I shoot from the 3. And I ball like a piss and your bitch on the team. Oh, you swear accolade, no, and I lean. Got dozen in my pocket, no ones in my jeans. Wanna fuck on a swing, but I'm steady stay. She said she off on a Tuesday. I wanna slide out the chase, so be away. Cash out, nigga, away. Only gon' step at the wing, start, then put some drop. Now my car tryna Kool-Aid. Sippin' on lean a lot, and I chop a lot. Lot of niggas, they before they backwood cloud, don't call the plumber. Got hoes pulling up like Ramona's. White boy slang, I want a boner. Never stress, hit that bitch when I want her. Go running school, I got my diploma. Got my bachelor for chopping off phones. Off earth when I'm pouring the foes up. This is stick up, you get shot with a pose up.
All right, so that was state to state by Swank, OG Swank.
I like that. Wow.
That was a fire ass track, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
Why wouldn't you want that one to be played? That's some
I don't
fire.
really like, bro.
Yeah, that's
I'm
his least favorite.
asking, bro.
Least favorite.
Like I got bars, bro. Like so I don't really like that one, bro. Like I
Yeah.
got like
But you can hear it in that track. Honestly, though, you were spinning some shit I ain't heard before. Right? Some shit that people ain't
right.
say before. So like that's
Right,
something right
you
there in
know,
White boy
itself.
slang, I want a boner.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, that shit was still fire, man. I was fucking with that. That shit
I
was
think I
still
drank
fun.
a little bit. I said, yeah, you would.
Like you could just tell you were having fun on it. Like that. That's
It was
huge
easy.
to me.
It was easy shit.
Yeah.
Though. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
said, I was enjoying myself. You feel me? Like I
Yeah,
said.
but you could just tell like that's huge in itself. Like a lot of people don't realize like just having fun on the track in itself is like something that could create such good music. Like that's why I feel like people like Lil Yachty are still remaining because they actually had fun making
Right.
music. Like they didn't just do it being like, oh, I gotta make money. Like no, it's like okay,
Yeah.
like this actually
Yeah.
feels good to like
Exactly.
do and produce, and
Right.
people are actually taking a liking to it.
Right.
Is it like the greatest thing in the world? Maybe not, but it's still something that has quality to it.
Right.
And the quality is what you take to. Like everybody thinks like, oh, I gotta have bars or oh, I gotta have hooks. Like no, there's
Yeah.
different ways to find like
Yeah.
that entertainment value as far
Mhm.
as like music goes.
Yeah.
I mean, look at people like Adam Sandler. He had like comedic songs, like, and it wasn't anything like
Right.
that was dead serious. And like these are albums that went like gold and platinum
Right.
and
A
shit
Lil-
like that.
a Lil
Because who
Duval.
don't like Adam Sandler?
Right, or Lil Duval.
You know,
with
like
the smile
I
bitch.
love him.
Yeah, Lil
know what I mean?
Duval, even living my best
Yeah.
life. That was
Right.
like the
That's-
hottest fucking
it's
song in the
energy.
country
Exactly.
like a
Like I
year
said,
ago or
exactly.
2 years ago.
it's energy,
Right. It's all
man.
about like taking it seriously and giving a piece of your truth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like.
Just being authentic.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Giving a piece of how you feel for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not seeing something and being like, okay, I wanna talk about that because it's hot. Or you know what I'm saying? That's the problem that I feel like that's what's going on. It's a lot of identity crisis, you know, and looking too much of outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because all the problems that we face, depression, anxiety, you know, I feel like that within, I mean, all of that is solved within. You know what I'm saying? You might not get over it to the max, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody walks their own path and faces their own problems, you know, by this, you know, in their own right, you know, in their own way.
Yeah.
But I feel like all problems, I mean, everything is just solved within. Like, you feel me? All problems is just solved within. Looking amongst yourself. With the social media shit that's going on, excuse me, the social media shit that's going on is just like, you know, we have no choice but to look outside of ourselves. But I feel like that's where all that whack shit comes from. And all these people who are not really artists are coming out with music and shit, flooding this shit, you know what I'm saying? But everything that's been going on with like the passing of a lot of these artists that's going away, you know, God rest the dead, that's where like real music is kind of coming back with like Meg Thee Stallion, the Baby, you know, even Lil Baby and shit like that, Dave East and all of them, Freddie Gibbs.
It's
know
all
what I'm
true to
saying?
who they are.
Right.
And like that's why it's like when you hear it, like you feel a different vibe. Like when you
Right.
hear that true music, like you really like catch a wave off of it.
Right. And that's what I preach with you feel me, my homies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When we all cooking up and shit like that, that's what I just tell them. You feel I don't even gotta tell them what they just they already seen it from the start.
Real nigga, you feel
Right,
me?
they
Like,
already
I
seen
can
it
talk
from the
about
start.
anything.
I wouldn't
feel
even
me?
have brought them to the
Niggas know
studio
me.
from the jump if they was already rapping like that. You feel me? Like I already seen it from when I met them. Like, okay, yeah, them boys really rapping they shit. Like we was all freestyling. There's times that I felt like niggas is like freestyling like written shit. Like when I first met them, like they cause of they flow, I wasn't used to they flow and shit like that. You feel me? I'm thinking niggas freestyling they written shit. Niggas not even freestyling they written shit. Like we'll do some different shit while niggas run it back and niggas just flipping it. Like, you feel me? Not even freestyling the same shit, but with the same type of flow, still going, like showing their talent, showing their creed in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes some lyrics don't match flows.
Right.
That's huge too, man.
Right.
Like it's good that like you're kind of conscious about that.
Right.
Cause it helps like the chemistry just
Appreciate that,
fit the equation a lot more. Like when you just like put the pieces together, like it
Right.
just fits a lot better at that point. That's that fluency we were talking about.
Right.
Yeah. But I wanted to play one last track, right?
Sure.
So we got that Less Wavy, which
Oh,
is
yes, sir.
it's like the single out right now for you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It dropped last month.
Oh, I just
I was
got
supposed to. Shit, not even last month. It's April now. Shit, February.
It was crazy. It's already April. My birthday's in the second, so I got 27 more days until my birthday,
Time
man.
gonna fly with or without your ass.
Right, man. Shit's wild. That's why I'm making the most out of this right now. But
Got
this
you.
is the second to last episode of the season too.
Oh,
Yeah.
word. For
Yeah.
sure.
For to be on the
man.
bit.
Now you already know, man. Y'all boys
Yeah.
are more than welcome to come back. But
Get it.
this is the final track I'm gonna play real quick. But this is the single out right now by Space the Prince. We got
Yes,
Less
sir.
Wavy, so we about to run that.
We ain't shit.
We about to go smoke that, John G.
How you fucking on a nigga less wavy? Stand up on your words, gotta pay me out. You could park the Benz, girl, without a doubt. I'ma catch the sin, I'ma find a route. Looking at the time now, I ain't even got no time for no timeouts. Watch me walk around the building with the guap out. Top drop around the city when I pop out. Look at how I take it there. All this loving, I can make it last. I didn't even think I make it. When you play the game, just make it fast.
Tryna see you eye to eye and dip into your love. You out the searching, but you couldn't find nobody better. Thought it was perfect, was it worth it? You gon' learn your lesson. Saw the signs, but I ain't never got it, man. Whoa, 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 it's been a long night. I was just trying to chill, you tryna start a fight. Why I always gotta be the one to make it right? Everything done in the dark always comes to the light. Why you had to take it there, you got me started. Took it way too far, tried to stop it. I know love comes with scars that will never leave. You need your space, I'ma let you breathe. Looking for someone, you need company. Everybody that you meet don't compare to me. You gon' keep pretending like we're enemies. Missing up the signals that you send to me.
Stop it, shit is sad, can't block it. First class flight, sitting straight by the cockpit. Best option, if we asking about the topic. I'm too cocky, wanna lick me as she watch me. I'm just blasting off all the way, you ain't catching up. Told me better back it up, that ass is fat as fuck. At the same time, I don't really want you, It was not for me, there was only love for you, I see how you creep, how easy you gave the fool, You can't play me how I'ma play you, I ain't with that sleazy, greasy, sneaky, freaky, tip around the top, die easy peasy, icky, cheeky, I'ma top it up, pop it up, keep cash on blicky, blicky, we gon' swipe it up, smack it up off that new city bin, she could hop up in, I'ma come up in, you gon' shed a tear. How you fucking on a nigga less wavy? Stand up on your words, gotta pay me out. You could park the Benz, girl, without a doubt. I'ma catch the sin, I'ma find a route. How you fucking on a nigga less wavy? How you fucking on a nigga less wavy?
Yo, that was a dope ass track. I can't help but kind of laugh. My mom just texted me during that, and she's like, your aunt, I'm not gonna say her name, but your aunt just texted me. She's like, Danny smokes. She just put. She said she just replied weed. Like that's all.
It's tobacco, mama.
Sorry.
Tobacco, mama.
I don't
Nah,
mean
it don't
to pop
matter.
the
It don't
cherry.
matter.
I don't mean to pop the cherry, dog.
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter because I said it on the show multiple times.
He gave
But it's
us
all
up.
good.
He gave us up. Damn.
I said it. No, I said it on the show multiple times. It don't fucking matter. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's all love. Hopefully, but I'm sure it is.
I'm
But
so
Being
sorry.
safe. We've been safe though.
I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't smoke no tobacco. Just so y'all know,
This
I don't
is
smoke
that
no.
is
Big
It's
herb,
it's
big herb.
organic tobacco,
yeah, that is
There you go.
anti-corona.
There we
That is for
go. There we go.
anti-corona uses.
right? It's organic tobacco that's green. And it smells a lot nicer.
Right.
But yeah. But with that being said, y'all boys, what's coming up in 2020 for y'all? Especially with all this shit going on right now.
Yeah,
Plotting
big-
and planning.
It's big drops. You feel me? That's just.
Hey, I'm
the-
dropping today. Fuck that.
Yeah,
like,
he's actually
I ain't
releasing
drop,
today.
I ain't drop music for motherfuckers.
It's,
mad.
it's big drops. I like to succeed in silence. You know what I'm saying? That's just like something I promote. I'm big on the sister vibes, and but it's just big drops. It's just official business now. Like making everything official. LLC gang, man. Shout out to everybody who's taking themselves seriously
True
and
that,
trying
true
to
that,
protect
true
their
that.
funds and. their
And
crafts that
speaking
they
of
trying to
funds,
make.
speaking of funds, not to cut you off, bro. Get your own studio equipment. I ain't gonna say how we got us, but
Yeah,
we
man.
ain't pay for none of that. Do what you gotta do, cause we love this shit.
Yeah, like
we love this shit.
it's off the
And,
strength, man.
and
Everything is
like
off
I
the
said, we
strength.
gonna drop. Gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the main thing. It's just quality. We try to drop quality more so over content.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, quantity type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
And,
quality over quantity.
Quantity, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why like our
That's why they
our
don't see
releases-
much.
Yeah, our releases is
Mhm.
not too much. Like you know what I'm saying. We
Mhm.
have a lot. Like we could do that shit.
No
like,
cap,
you
no
feel me?
cap. We got over like no cap, like over like I can't even say like because when you make a hit, then you feel like you make a hit, then you feel like you make another hit.
And right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that.
Like-
Like niggas is not even chasing hits.
Like, come on, and it's just like I say, it's just
Like,
natural
nah.
good talent, dog. It's just so much, bro. So we
not
really
even
gonna be
chasing hits.
started dropping, bro. And I'm
I f-
dropping today. I'm dropping today.
Okay.
Dropping
Right.
today.
Y'all look out for that new OG Swank coming out
Right.
later tonight.
More visual content, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be bigger than just music videos. You know, we trying to make things to like short clips alongside with soundtrack. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the if you're looking for music, that is gonna be your more so your focus, the soundtrack music with the short clip. You know that we trying to, not even trying that we're putting along.
Okay. I could dig it. Any projects we could be looking out for, anything like that, or just
Yeah,
just
I
more
mean,
content on the way?
Well, I'm
I
not gonna
have-
really, I'm not gonna really say for me. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do it in like I said, cause things different. I try to do it my way. Like I said, so I don't know if I'm gonna drop like singles or like just like a
Right.
3-tape EP. Something short for people.
Yeah.
Like I said, cause I don't want to put all my stuff out. Like I said, cause you don't know what's going on the internet. Like I said, so I'm gonna put out like one track today, most definitely. Like I said, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep dropping, whether regardless,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
my vibe is my approach is I have singles that I'm about to drop. I was gonna give like monthly to weekly singles. You know what I'm saying, and then build the attraction and build the feedback enough to where they tell me that they want a project out of me. You know what I'm saying? I have enough songs in my vault. You feel me? That can stand me, but I'm not standing on that. I create content every day, like he said.
Mhm.
I have my own equipment. We have our own equipment. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much. I don't create every day because I believe in balance. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't do that to where I'm making music every
Yeah,
day.
you can't oversaturate yourself in
Right,
it.
so I
Yeah.
can't do that. Like,
but like throughout the week, it's like 50-50. Like I
Right.
say, everybody need to rest, whatever.
yeah, I gotta live. I have to live, feed my soul. You know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah.
my meditation. My thoughts sometimes be scattered. If I don't meditate, my thoughts is just scattered. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing so much. I be, recording up people and just, helping people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Helping my family and shit like that. So like. I gotta meditate. I believe in balance and meditating. If you're an artist or just a creative, period. If you paint, you know what I'm saying?
If you living,
Right.
if you got a
You're a
soul in your
constructor,
chest,
you know
then you
what
better
I'm saying?
balance this shit.
You do graphic designs, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Balancing your shit.
It's good to work, but you ain't gotta always work. Know when
Yeah.
You gotta
know
put
when
the
you-
mind to
yeah,
ease.
Yeah, know when you don't need to work.
Yeah,
like I
big
say.
drops, building leverage. That's our moves on
Yeah.
2020. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Making everything official. On the
That
independent
personal time and everything is key too.
Yeah,
Having
yeah.
that personal time
Oh, yeah. I have
to
a lot of
gather your
personal time
thoughts
myself.
together.
Mhm.
Shit is wild. But yo, I could appreciate y'all boys pulling on up.
Yeah, man.
But let the people know where they can find you, social media.
Right, yeah, man. Space the Prince, you know what I'm saying? SPA, CETHA PRI. I mean PRINCE, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, y'all. I'm high and a little tipsy.
Yeah, we've been drinking out here and everything.
Man,
But,
I'm
yeah,
drunk
Space
as hell
the
off
Prince.
this 2 cents.
Space the Prince on everything. Twitter, IG. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
On
That's
Twitter,
all.
Swank54OG. Instagram, I don't really much know. I think it's Swank54OG2. Keep 1K though.
No, it's
yeah.
not. Nah, it's not.
Ain't Swank50OG.
I think it's like 54 DeLorean or some shit like that. Nigga, you on your page.
I can't see, you know, I
This
don't be
man
on
done
this shit.
forgot his
I don't
fucking
be on
social
it.
media.
Bro, I don't be on it, bro.
on his social media
I don't
shit.
be on this shit, bro. I'm like a weird nigga. Swank DeLorean. Nah, is that one right there? E54 DeLorean?
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, E54 DeLorean. My bad. But yeah, Instagram, E54 DeLorean. Twitter,
Dog got 100
Swank54OG.
names, you know what I'm saying?
Feel me? But my original name is Swank54. I mean, OG Swank, aka Lee Notion, though.
All right, y'all go follow them boys. I appreciate y'all
Yeah,
for
man,
pulling
appreciate
on
you
up,
too,
man.
For real. Appreciate it.
But y'all be on the lookout. Space the Prince, OG Swank, Swank54 OG, Swank DeLorean, all these fucking
Y'all
names. This
make
guy
sure
is.
don't only tune in and shit like that. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all follow Emano too. You feel me?
Yeah, most definitely, most
It's
definitely.
big love on Emano. You
Now, I
feel me?
appreciate that, because my voice ain't being heard.
Not even
none of
just
that.
us, you know what I'm saying? Just putting on for everybody locally, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets that platform. Everybody
Right.
deserves the chance to let the fans get to know who they are rather
Right.
than just hear the music, because it's always
That's
beyond the
the word.
music, right? We got to
Yeah.
know the story behind the artist, so I'm glad y'all got to pull up today.
that.
COVID-19 quarantine edition over here.
Right.
Yes,
We
sir.
still got Goldberg with us. At least I know we don't got the sign and all that, but honestly,
Right.
it was
That
a
nigga
beautiful
been staring
fucking
at
night.
me all
Right.
damn
And
day.
he was
nigga.
sprayed down before he came outside.
Yeah, hell yeah, he got Lysoled up and everything, but not even a
You know what
cloud
I'm
in the
saying?
sky
Like,
tonight, man.
yeah.
It's a fucking beautiful night in South
Beautiful night.
Florida. The weather's feeling great, man. So honestly, the vibes were right, the drinks were right, the smokes was right, everything was
Exactly.
right. The conversation was great.
Lovely.
So I appreciate Space the Prince and OG Swank pulling on up. Y'all know where to find us on social media. That's at Emano Talk, at EMANOTALK. Make sure you follow us everywhere on social media. You could subscribe, rate, and review on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and all podcast platforms. You could listen and watch completely free on EmanoTalk.com. And don't forget to follow our sponsors, Marie's Baked Munchies. They got their famous key lime pies.
Bussin'.
Yep, made fresh, homemade, and they're doing free
Stop
delivery
playing with
during COVID. So y'all make sure that you get your key lime pies during these crazy times and get some sweetness on in your life. But we'll actually be back Sunday. Actually, we're going to drop an episode tomorrow. I'm recording it tonight. Me and Kevin are recording our WrestleMania predictions tonight. So for the wrestling fans out there, although WrestleMania is breaking my heart because tonight I should have actually been in Tampa to go to WrestleMania on
Damn.
Sunday, which is fucking up my world right now. But
Nigga get slammed on his
damn.
back.
it's all good. Yeah, man, WrestleMania's going to have no people in it. I don't know what to think no more.
They still do the shit?
They're gonna, yeah, hell yeah,
Oh
they
my
still do
God.
this shit. I've been to WrestleMania the last 3 years. This year would have been the 4th year. Yeah, the 4th year I would have been there.
Right.
I was so
Oh my
excited. And
God.
they're doing it in front of no people this year. So we're dropping our WrestleMania predictions tomorrow morning. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Sunday I will be here live. I haven't announced the guest yet, but I'll announce it right now. We got Knox, Devin Lee, whatever you know him by. That boy just dropped Diamond Heist. And he will stop here live Sunday at 11 a.m. So y'all make sure you tune in. We'll be right back here outside and everything.
Tune the fuck in.
At the quarantine table and everything. Goldberg will be enforcing our social distancing. But until then, y'all be easy. Much love. Peace.